Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Cece. Welcome back to another video and welcome to my forever world 1 year later. Let's get started, shall we? This is where it all started. Right here on this beach is where I spawned in. This is where I spawned in. This is where my spawn house is a year ago for my first ever survival world that I chose to create, you know? I have never been that into survival. You guys should know, I'm a builder. I'm not I don't want to survive. I forget to eat all the time in the game. The amount of times I almost die by hunger. But I decided 20 minutes before stream a year ago that I was going to start my own world. And this world was going to be anything that I wanted it to be because it's my world and I could do whatever I want. So instead of making it a single player survival world, I made it a server. So I could invite my friends on the occasion and we could do things and they could build in this world too. Because I realized that my biggest drawback about survival worlds was being alone. It's that simple, actually. I have a lot more fun in games with friends. So I don't play a lot of single player games, and when I do, it is Housewiper. But right here on this beach is where I spawned in. And then I built my safety spawn house way afterwards. But we got this little house for all of my other friends who come in and need a safety. It's where I killed my first Enderman, which was the first thing that I killed in this world. And you know what? I'm a little sad that I didn't get to look at the terrain over here because this is cool. There are still so many Endermen. Huh. But yeah, look at this. This is so cool. But we're not here for the spawn island. We're actually here for something a lot farther away. And so we're gonna go to Friendship Island now, because that's the next thing we focused on. Ugh, Friendship Island, how I love you. This is Friendship Island. What used to be Friendship Island. Our very first house that I built. That Juno actually, well, one, made historical. And two, added a couple more details, like these trapdoors and stuff. Around the sides. She also planted all of these flowers. But my first house. Kibble. My first ever dog. That lives here, actually. This is his house now. You think this is my house? Nah, man. This is Kibble's house. Kibble. The man that gave me one of my first clips of the world. My not wither skeleton heads. Alright. And then slowly but surely, I think within 2 or 3 weeks, I had invited so many of my friends online. And they all got to build their little houses and everything. So let's take a trip around Friendship Island and check out everybody's builds. So here we have the new and improved community chest area. It is much more spacious in here. Everything's labeled properly. The mailing system that Juno created. It's actually so much deeper. It has so much storage, actually. A little cray-cray. So on the other side of the community house, with all of our community storage, we actually have our community garden and animals and enchantment stuff. We're not gonna go in any of the houses. We're just gonna look at them. So this is Alma's house. Actually. Look at it. Ugh. Whimsical. And then following the path. This is Juno's second house. I know they had a house and then they rebuilt it. So this is Juno's second house. With their dock. There's Zen's pirate ship. This is actually the first time I get to see it. Damn, that's a lot of anvils. Several crafting tables, honestly. Me too. That's a really nice pirate ship, honestly. What a good ship. They have like a base camp. So it's a little campground in a little mushroom. Because I thought that was... Ow! Ow. Ow. Down here is actually the one and only path to J-Dog's house. This is... Oh, goodness. He hasn't fixed this at all. This is Tiny's house. Tiny actually hasn't seen it yet, but for their birthday, I made an aquarium under their house. And I named all the fish. They all have names. But yeah, this is Tiny's house. I think that I said I wasn't gonna go in any of them, but like, I built a fucking fish tank in their house. I gotta show that off. This is Kai's house. I love Kai's house. I think Kai's house is very cute. On this side, you have Kuka's house. And Kuka's house is actually just a hole in the wall. Living in a cave. Emerald lives in a hole in this pond. Yeah, there's Emerald's hole. Don't know why they didn't decide to make a house. This is Faith's house. I also really like Faith's house. I think it's very... And then following the path, we have the communal nether portal. Where I went to the nether for the first time. I decorated it also. Got like... It's... The nether's leaking out, you know? We are right back at the fountain. We've made the quickest lap. And the last thing on Friendship Island is... this. Our little campsite. Not campsite, a little bonfire, a little beach bonfire. And then the zombie hole. So we have completely flattened this island. I actually, my plan is to kind of make a, like a false, maybe I could make like a false volcano. A false mountain of some sort. Cut off like a big chunk of like this corner. Make a mountain. Here is my farm island. So like my creeper farm's like right here. I want it to be visible and easy to access, but I don't want it to be visible. Because let's be real here, farms are not that pretty. This is the start. So Spawn Island's over there, Friendship Island's over here. This is going to be a lighthouse. That's why it's circular. Pretty big lighthouse, I think. And then we got the main road. This is the Pink Lady. This is a little food thing. I forgot what it was. Juno made this one. It's got hearts around it. I think this building's very cute. Yeah, this is the community building. One of the community buildings. There'll be several because this island is very big. It has several communities. I think this is like a main community building for like mostly this area, honestly. Like this is like the rich people community area. We got a little seating area, and then upstairs we got bulletin board. I'm gonna fill this in with like random like things once I come up with people who live here and story things. This here is a butcher building, but so inside is a little storefront, and then upstairs is a little house. Wow. This is the Parthenon. I made a video about this. This was one of the first. I think this was the second building I built. Like, I built my house and then I built this. There are some things that I want to change, obviously. Who concreted my powder? Someone has concreted my powder. This is very disappointing. I'm still not done with this building. Like, I need more bookshelves. Yeah, like a banner would, like, that good idea. This is my big stained glass window. All right. So we've got some gravestones. I actually buried some of my friends. I need to turn off my beacon beams. And then actually, this is I'm obviously not done yet. But this mausoleum right here is hiding the first cave I stayed in for the first night. This is the cave that I was in. A little monument, you know. This is my island. Looks a little different. And we're going into the main center of this half of the island. I think if I'm remembering from the book, but I think I've dubbed this area the Serpent's Den because it's like the main marketplace and the main trading place for any visiting kingdoms, anybody like this is the main market. We've got a building that I haven't built yet here. But so here is a clothing shop. A little clothing store. When we first got shelves and I was very, very excited. We have elephant tea, the brews and beans. It is a elephant looking teapot, which is why it's elephant tea. I don't have a name for this restaurant, but I wasn't gonna mention that. The Sugar Daddy Splash. It's actually not done yet. There's like a couple more things. I need to like finish like this area. But this I also have not named. But this is a restaurant. So we have like the little greeting area. We have the kitchen that you can see through from the dining room through a fish tank. That is also the ceiling. So this is the main area. I don't know what to call it. Square? The main square? With the big fountain. Took me a second. And then this is the tavern. One of the taverns. Not a hotel. Kinda, sorta. But so over here, in between all of these buildings, is actually like a park. Like a little walking park. Look at this cool fence that I built. But so you have a moon pool. A moon-shaped pool with a custom cherry tree. I hated building this. And then on the other side, we've got it. This part's not done yet. This part's done. We've got some trees. And a lot of plants. Like shit. I love building. This is the building that I've been working on. That I worked on a couple weeks ago. This is going to be my chest area. This is where I'm gonna, like, my main storage room. I'm trying to not entirely move out of my house, but, like, move out of my house. And then the last building, that was actually the first building I built, is my house. It took, I want to say, like, 2 or 3 months to build this. Because it is massive. It is, I think 130 blocks across. At least, at like the most, like 30 blocks deep at like the biggest point. It is completely furnished, completely decorated. Minus the attic, but that's because I don't exactly know what I'm doing with the attic. Like, I'm just kind of using it as a placeholder for things right now. But this is my manor. It is the biggest house on this side of the island. I want to have like this is supposed to be like a good portion of this size, which is why it's like really big. And then the house on the other side is also going to be this big. So you walk up, you got a nice little pink road because it's me. And you walk in, and then this is the only building I'm gonna give a full tour of, just so you guys are aware. The amount of times I've given this tour. But this is my foyer, because I'm fancy. I've got 2 chandeliers and a bunch of paintings. We're gonna make the loop. So this is the parlor. This was actually built off of actual manor house that I found on Pinterest, like the layout. So we've got the parlor with Joel Smallish Beans is head playing the piano. Got a lot of seating in this room. Got a lot of seating. It's mostly seating. Back here is like what I dubbed it my tackle room because it's supposed to be like for all of the horse and I guess now happy gas related things. Because you have this little outside area for my horses and my happy gas. But through the other side of the tackle room, we have the kitchen. I love this kitchen. I love making kitchens. We got the smokers, we got blast furnaces. So like this is a very useful kitchen still. And then we have the main dining room. Hi Corrales. Hello Etho. I got a little clock tower. And a lot of bookshelves. Man, so many bookshelves. And on this side, this is like the pool hall. So we got a pool table with a pool stick. It's actually just signs underneath some carpet. This is the potion room. Got a lot of splash potion of weakness and infestation. Infestation. Wow. And then we got this bathroom. This is the only bathroom downstairs. I had this like a random space and I was like, I have to build something in here, so it's a bathroom. It's half bathroom too. So through the pool hall, you have the library with enchantment. And on this side, we have the plant room. Just a bunch of plants in here. You can hear all my animals upstairs. Got a little nook. These are supposed to be mirrors. I don't know if you guys got onto that. This is the music room. So I've got some music discs in here. Stairs to upstairs, obviously. This is the office. This is supposed to be like the main office. And we're back in the foyer. And then if we go up here, we are gonna do... Let's go all the guest rooms first. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with this. I was gonna build stairs, and then I didn't know if I wanted more stairs. Because that would be 3 whole staircases to the 3rd, like, attic floor. But, I don't know. This is the copper room. AKA Juno's room while she's here. It's orange. They're all color themed, and they all kind of have the same stuff. So they'll have a bed, they'll have a dresser, they'll have a desk, and then a seating area, whether it's like 1 couch, 2 couches, or whatever. And then they all have a bathroom. Some of them have toilets, some of them don't, because again, it kind of depends on how big I made the room. That's the orange room. This is the yellow room, I believe. Yeah. So we've got this like little raised nook. We've got the desk, the dresser, the sitting area, and then the bathroom. This is the blue room. Blue room's bathroom. Little sitting area, desk, wardrobe, bed. I actually don't use a lot of these rooms because they're decorative. They have their own little library up here. And then this is my favorite room that I built out of all the guest rooms. This is the purple room. Just, it looks so cool. I say it every single time I come in here. So we got the wardrobe with a built-in bookcase, sitting area, has a tub, and then the desk and bed on this like little raised platform. And then stairs to up on the 3rd floor. On the other side, we've got another C. There's CC. Got a nice little painting. This is my current storage room. Got this little room. It's supposed to be like a meeting room because this was supposed to be the main bedroom, but I wanted the other bedroom more. Got a platform bed. This is my animal bedroom. Where all my animals go. None of my animals are actually named, I've realized. Besides Kibble. They have their own bathroom. This big tub. Shower. This is supposed to be a closet. But again, I don't really have anything to wear. Those stairs from upstairs go all the way up. My closet. Again, I don't really have anything to wear. I don't really wear a bunch of armor. My bathroom. And then this is my room. So I'm now reminiscing about how much, like, shit I've changed. I know I've, like, ramped up building and stuff and realized how different it was gonna look. Like, I knew I changed a lot, but holy shit, I changed a lot. Anyway, that's it. That's all I had planned. I did it. I'm still thinking of that fucking creative world. Holy shit. I knew it was gonna be different, but I didn't realize how different. If you guys don't know, I have YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok that you guys can follow me on. I also have a Discord that you guys can join me on and talk to me at and see that I complain about work and shit. And until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, noon, night, morning, whatever time it is for you, and I should catch you guys on Wednesday, alright? Peace! Yeah. How the fuck